Good morning and welcome to Western New England University's virtual open house. My name is Michelle Goodfellow and I'm the Executive Director of Undergraduate Admissions. I'm here today in Wood Auditorium and I would love for all of you to be here with me, and I very much look forward to hopefully in the near future when we are able to welcome you to events like this on our campus. But I want to assure you that today we are going to provide you with a fun and exciting informational experience. I will be your host for the event, along with the Vice President of Enrollment Management, Brian Gross, Spirit Our Golden Bear, and all of our current students. Yeah! Woo! Awesome. So the college admissions experience can be an exciting time. It can also be a bit overwhelming, and COVID has added a whole new stress into the mix. We want to make sure that we take some of that stress out of your experience. And we want to make sure that today you walk away with a true sense of the spirit of Western New England University and what we provide to our students. You're going to hear from a number of important offices and people across campus, but most importantly, you're going to hear from our students. With that said, there will be a number of videos that we're going to show you. These videos were recorded prior to the pandemic, so you'll see that people are not wearing masks, that people are not socially distanced. However, our campus has done a really excellent job of making sure that all of the safety measures are in place to make sure that our students, faculty, and staff are wearing masks, are socially distanced, and ultimately are safe and happy and healthy. So with no further ado, let's get this show started and hear from our students.
Okay. Hi, I'm Michaela and I'm from Bennington, Vermont, and I'm a senior here.
Hi, I'm Aubrey and I'm from East Windsor, Connecticut, and I'm also a senior here. Let's go meet some of your future classmates.
Yeah, let's go.
My name is Marissa Vero. I'm from Saratoga Springs, New York. I'm part of the class of 2021.
My name is Alexis Schaubs. I'm from Somerset, Massachusetts, and I'm the class of 2021. The best place to study on campus is the CSP.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Portal. I'm a junior criminal justice major from West Hartford, Connecticut. The biggest don't for freshmen, I would definitely say do not skip any classes.
Get involved on campus. It helps out so much.
The best part about living on campus is you get to make new friends, and I can walk to Dunkin' Donuts.
Hi, my name is Amoy Barrett. I'm from Avon, Mass, class of 2023, and my favorite place to eat on campus is the dining hall.
Hi, my name is Autumn Kelly. I'm a junior computer engineering major from Princeton, Massachusetts. My favorite event at Western New England is opening day when the first year students move in. As a peer advisor, it's really exciting to meet everybody and see their first day on campus and make those connections on day one.
I'm Evelyn Nassif. I'm from Meriden, Connecticut, class 2022. My favorite place to hang out is the Commonwealth Lawn because we all get to hang out and do fun things together.
Name, hometown, and year. Okay. Hi, my name is Jessica Goodrich. I am from Springfield, Massachusetts, so I am a native here, and I am a junior. My favorite thing about WNE is the diversity programs and the Connections Mentoring Club.
My name is Ashley Buchanan. I'm from Wallingford, Connecticut, and I'm the class of 2022. The biggest advice I have for freshmen is to not wear your lanyard around your neck, because then it makes it really obvious you're a freshman.
My name is Allison New. I'm from Rochester, New York, and I'm in the class of 2021, and I chose Western New England University because it's such a pretty campus.
Hi, my name is Matunga. I'm from Worcester, Massachusetts. The best place to study on campus is definitely the DeMoore Library.
My name is Jared Maple. I'm from the class of 2020 and I'm from Southwick, Mass. My favorite class here was playwriting. I met a ton of new people and it was really put me out of my comfort zone in the best way possible.
Oh yeah, I got it. Hi, I'm Christina Sorty. I'm from Bethlehem, Connecticut. I'm the class of 2021, and I really love when we have sporting events on campus, and I think it really brings everyone together, especially homecoming weekend in the fall.
What's going on? I'm Johnny Riley from Holbrook, New York.
The best place to meet new people.
I'd say the best place to meet new people would have to be like, not career fairs, but club fairs. get involved with all the different activities that the campus has to offer.
I'm a member of the Citrus Players, the theater group on campus. I'm a member of Warp, the gaming club on campus. I'm a member of the Review of Art and Literature.
My name's Colin Bean. I'm from East Windsor, Connecticut. I'm a pharmaceutical business major, sophomore, and one word to describe WNE is excellent.
All of the students and the faculty really care about all the students in the classroom, and they want to see you do well, and all the staff members truly are great at reaching out and just wanting us to do better in everything that we do.
It's to just really make the most of your time at Western New England, get as involved as you can, and you're going to love it here.
So when I think about all the things that I personally love about Western New England University, there are so many. The first is the cookies. They're delicious. The next would be Spirit, our golden bear. Oh, I caught it, guys. The next would be our school colors. Blue works very well in my wardrobe. But in all seriousness, it's really about our community, the faculty, staff, and students here. About a year ago, we, like many of you and many other universities and schools across the United States, were forced to send our students home and continue the rest of our semester remotely. This was not easy for our faculty, our staff, or our students, and our community pulled together and over the summer worked diligently to put together a plan in which we could bring our students safely back to campus for on-ground learning in the fall. We were one of only 27% of schools in the United States who were able to offer the majority of our classes, about 75%, on campus for the entirety of the semester. This is a community that I am so incredibly proud to be a part of. I'm now going to take the opportunity to introduce you to one of the members of the community that I am so proud to be able to work with every day, who is my co-host, Brian Gross.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle, and it is so great to be here with you today. I have to reiterate, I am just thrilled to be a Golden Bear. When I think about what's happening right now at Western New England University, there is a tremendous buzz and energy and a tremendous number of people who want to be a part of our community next year. In fact, when I think about the landscape and I think about the incoming class of 2021, we have more applications than we've ever had, we have more admitted students than we've ever had, and we already have 140 more students than we had last year at this time who've committed to being a part of the Golden Bear community. Our class is almost 50% full at this time. So why, might you ask? Why is there this buzz? Why is there this energy? Well, Western New England University is a national university, and we were named in U.S. News and World Report among the top undergraduate engineering programs in the nation. So what does that mean? What is a national university? Well, we offer degree programs at the doctorate level, at the master's level, and at the undergraduate level, we have such a diversity of programs, from business to engineering to law, arts and sciences, criminal justice, biology, chemistry. All of that is great. I mean, there's a lot of institutions that offer similar types of programs, but when you look at that U.S. News and World Report list, of those 400 schools, fewer than 14% of those institutions have fewer than 3,000 undergraduates. And what that means for our students is they get to know our faculty members. They get that personal attention. We make it really, really hard with the levels of support that we provide for our students to slip through the crack. Our students get a hands-on, experiential learning experience, and we get to know their name. We take care of our students. That is part of the Golden Bear culture. So speaking of culture, just to think a little bit about today's program, as you are watching videos, as you're hearing our live presenters, I want to encourage all of you to engage with us, to ask your questions, to let us know a little bit about you. In fact, we're going to be giving out prizes, t-shirts and other items throughout the program today. So just put your name and hometown when you put your questions in the box, and we'll make sure to get your information and send you out a great prize. So have lots and lots of fun today. Really engage with the people that we have on the chat. We have members of our faculty, members of our staff, and members of our admissions team. Now it is my pleasure to turn the program over to the 6th president of Western New England University. This past summer, we were privileged to be joined by a national thought leader in the future of work, agile thinking. Dr. Robert E. Johnson has brought a tremendous amount of knowledge, experience, energy, and passion to our community. We're so grateful to be working with him. Dr. Robert Johnson.
Thank you, Brian, and welcome everyone. Welcome future G-Bears to Western New England University. This is an exciting time for you and for us. For you, because you're trying to make up in your mind, where do you want to go to college? For us, because this is a place where dreams do come true. We're going to prepare you for whatever it is that you want to do in life. You know, when you think about it, after you graduate from college, you will be going into a world where you will have upwards of 17 jobs, in five different industries, and 3 of those industries don't even exist. Well, how do we do that? Well, we give you the skill sets and the mindset that will enable you to go out into the world of work and create new value in ways that you never, ever imagined. Now, I could stand up here and talk to you about all of our programs and the wonderful faculty, our wonderful students who are here with us today, but I don't want to do that. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about you and your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. This is a place, if you come to Western New England University, it's kind of like Cheers, where everyone knows your name. But here's the interesting thing about a dream. You can't let anyone take your dream away from you. You hold on to it. If you come to this place, Western New England University, we will help you to realize that dream. You know, when I was in high school, my high school counselor in my senior year, when I told her I wanted to go to Morehouse College, told me I was not college material. She tried to take away my dream. My mom and I went home and I told her, and she said, no, I'm not going to allow that to happen. I applied to Morehouse, ultimately earned a degree in economics. And when I earned my degree in economics, I made a copy of my degree and I sent it to my high school counselor. I wouldn't allow her to take away my dream. When I got my master's and my PhD, I did the exact same thing. And bless her soul, if she had been alive when I became president of my first institution some 10 years ago, I would have had her sitting there front and center. Western New England University is a place where dreams come true. If you come here, you will realize your goals. You will reach the highest stars. You will dream the impossible dream. I simply want to say to you this. This is a place where we are a community of learners, where we will help you to reach high. And when you're thinking about giving up, the students who are here that you see today, all of us as administrators and faculty, when you think about giving up, we're going to say, keep going. When you get tired, we're going to say, rest, but get back up. Don't stop. When you're discouraged, we're going to give you encouragement. I know in the midst of this pandemic that you're tired and you're weary. But you see, this fall, for your class, our entire campus will be back face to face. We're excited about that. So as you're thinking about a place to go, you can go a lot of places to major in business and psychology or engineering or whatever your chosen profession happens to be. But you're not going to find the unique DNA that we have here at Western New England as a community of learners. So I'm simply going to leave you with this thought, with this poem that someone taught me a long time ago. And it kind of goes like this. If you can't be the pine on the top of a hill, be a bush in the valley, but be. Be the very best bush on the side of a hill. Be a shrub if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It is not by size that you win or fail, but I'm here to tell you, if you come to Western New England University, we will help you to become the best of whoever you are. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you so much, Dr. Johnson. Those are amazing, inspirational words. I'm about to take you over to a video so you can get a sense of our academic experience inside the classroom. We have over 80 academic programs, but I also hope that you're getting a sense of our energy. We are really committed at Western New England University to making our education accessible to as many students as we possibly can. So how do we do that? We know the cost of a college education is extremely important. We offer merit scholarships up to $22,000 a year. We offer very generous need-based scholarships, but we're also looking to put our money in places where students could really make a difference in the world. This fall, we've unveiled a Center for Social Justice Scholarship, where incoming students will get to partner with those in our Center for Social Justice and our School of Law. We have a Woman in Business Scholarship. We have a Woman in Engineering Scholarship. And in the month of March, we have First Generation College Student Month. We have a Success First program where every first generation college student gets the opportunity to work with a mentor in our Success First program to help them navigate through every aspect of their college experience inside and outside the classroom. And that's just a small set of examples of how we really go out of our way to not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. So please enjoy this video of the academics experience at Western New England University.
The world is changing, and so is the way we learn about it. At Western New England University, your academic experience will be personal, innovative, and immersive. We give you both the content and the context to prepare you for a career that you'll love and to navigate through the exciting changes of the workplace of tomorrow. It's a formula for success that has made WNE number 5 in the nation and number 1 in Massachusetts for preparing graduates who get jobs. In small classes, you'll learn from professors who are experts in their subjects and hold the highest degrees in their fields. While they are first and foremost outstanding classroom teachers, they are also active in research and scholarship, whether it's participating in National Science Foundation funded research, creating an elevator pitch for your newest business venture, or entering your short film into a media festival. Faculty members are there for you. Your instruction will take place in our modern classrooms and more than 50 engineering and science labs. You can produce your own documentary in our TV studio, learn about trading stocks in the Cohen Trading and Financial Center, or prepare for a career using big data in the Business Analytics Center. Beyond the classroom, your WNE experience will include fieldwork, research projects, and over 1,000 internship sites. We'll help you develop an entrepreneurial mindset and become a lifelong innovator and problem solver, whether your major is computer engineering or social work. Through the Honors and Global Scholars programs, you can take on even greater academic challenges. Choosing the right school and academic program is more than just landing on a major. It's about finding a place that offers both opportunity and community, one where you will feel valued and supported to challenge yourself and become the young professional you are destined to be. Western New England University can be that place for you.
So now that you've heard a little bit about our academics in general, I want to plug that starting on Monday and throughout the next week or so, we're going to have academic overviews and live chats that will be taking place where you can learn more in-depth information about the major that you're interested in. This will be an opportunity for you to hear directly from our faculty and some of the students within the programs. For about an hour, it'll give you an opportunity to really get some more in-depth information and ask them any questions that you might have. You can sign up for those events at visit.wne.edu. You can also make sure that you put your questions in the chat. We do have some of our faculty and staff that are on the chat and we'll be happy to answer your questions now live as well. And if you ask a question and we do read it live here on camera, you will get some Western New England swag sent to you. So definitely keep the questions coming. 15 years ago, I was looking at Western New England as a potential new employee. Some of the things that I was thinking about were probably very similar to some of the things that you're thinking about when you're looking at Western New England as a potential student here. Will I like it? Will I fit in? Are the students actually successful? And are all the things that they're actually telling me about this place really true? I did, and 15 years later, still do believe that Western New England truly does live up to our mission, and our sole focus is on the success of our students. So whether you're sitting out there today and you know exactly what you want to do, what you want to major in, or maybe you're on the other side and have no idea, that's okay. Here at Western New England, we have a lot of academic programs to choose from, and our faculty and staff are going to help you to really explore all of the options and push you to do things that you never thought possible. This is not a place where you're going to come and just be left alone to figure it out. Our community is dedicated to your success. We do this in a number of ways. We're going to push you and support you along the way. But with pushing you, we want you to be the best that you can possibly be, and more than you even thought that you possibly could be. So let's hear a little bit more about some of the support services that we offer here on our campus.
My name is Jessica Hill, and I'm the Director of University Advising.
My name is Alyssa Caligiuri, and I'm the Assistant Director for First Year Student Success.
The university really wanted to support the success of our first-year students, so we developed the 4U Comprehensive Advising Model. Within that model, all first-year students have a team of 4 advisors to help them along the way during their first year. Those advisors include a faculty advisor, a university advisor, a career advisor, and a peer advisor. Every student will have a faculty advisor. Typically, the faculty advisor is the student's professor, usually in their first year seminar course. The faculty advisor is the student's academic advisor. They're that major specific discipline advisor. They're going to work with students each semester to make sure that they're taking the right number of classes and taking the right classes. First year students will have the university advisor for the 4 years that they are at Western New England University, regardless of any change of major. The great thing about the university advisor is they will check in with the students on a regular basis. So the university advisor will serve as a breadth of knowledge in knowing the different campus resources that are available to students. The career advisor is the advisor that's going to assist students with, career selection, career exploration. The career advisor is really going to come in handy when it's time for the students to start looking for their internship experiences. Career advisor is also going to help students get a job. That's the main thing we want is our students to graduate from here and have a job on hand by the time they leave our institution.
Peer advisor is an upper class student who goes through a rigorous selection process and training process. So they train about over 150 hours. They go through training sessions on listening skills, to mentoring, to student development theory, what transitional issues first year students will face. With the peer advisor role, it's a great opportunity for students to actually lean on a peer who's been in their shoes before and someone to kind of just give advice to or walk them through the resources or anything that they need on campus.
My name is Dominic Seguro. I am the Director for Student Success and Engagement. The Academic Success Center consists of 3 professional staff members who are committed to providing support for both your students inside and outside the classroom. So peer tutoring is a free program on our campus where the student requests a tutor and they are placed with a student who's already taken that class and has already succeeded with an A in that classroom. We also have a program called Academic Progress Monitoring on our campus. It is a mandatory program for those who fall under our academic standards. However, it's offered for all students to take advantage of. Academic Progress Monitoring focuses specifically on the fundamental skills for a student to be successful in the class. Students can set up a one-on-one meeting with any of the professional staff members in the Academic Success Center to really discuss maybe what they have going on that they want more support on. We do workshops inside classrooms, and we also provide those workshops one-on-one. My staff loves meeting with students. I think that's one of the things that sets our campus apart is that our staff is really here focused on the student's success, and we want your students to succeed. So as long as your students reaching out for that help, we are here to support them through those struggles.
So another one of the support services that we offer here on campus is our Math Center. And whether you are a student that is clearly very good at math and just needs a little extra support, or maybe you're somebody that's not so good at math, this is a good place to come to. In order to talk a little bit more about our support services, I have 2 of our current students here with me, And so I'm going to start actually, Tim, if you could talk a little bit about being an engineering student, what that's like and kind of some of the interactions you've had with your faculty.
Certainly. So as an engineering student, definitely the curriculum is challenging, but all the engineering faculty I've interacted with have been more than available outside of class time to get some help. They all have plenty of office hours, and even if you're doing your homework at, say, like 9:30 p.m., like way past normal office hours, professors sometimes will just like give you their phone number and they say, just drop me a text. And I was like really skeptical because I'm like, you know, like they have lives too, but one time I was like super stuck and I texted my circuit professor at 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, and in like 10 minutes he responded with a Zoom link, and we just got to like sit in the Zoom room for 45 minutes and work through this problem, and it was like so helpful to just have that opportunity to get extra help at 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday when I was trying to do my homework. So just all the professors, they're super available, and it's definitely been one of my favorite things.
Awesome. Thank you, Tim. Really appreciate that. And I could see how you might need some help because that looks pretty challenging to me. So Anna, can you talk a little bit about being a PA or a peer advisor and what that experience has been like, kind of what you do in that role?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as a PA, I have 15 first-year students that I help with throughout their first year semester, the WNE and the second semester. So they can ask me with any questions they have or concerns or questions they have regarding the university. And I think it's really cool because I'm a year older than them, so I think I can relate to them because I came here in the fall of 2019, so I have that close connection with the university as like a first-year student, even though I'm a sophomore. And I think it's really cool because, you know, I can relate to them in that personal level, and I can make connections with the other students, like student leaders on campus and other PAs and my advisees, which is amazing.
Thank you, Anna. So we do have some questions that have come in. So thank you guys out there that are actively using our chat and sending in questions. We are going to take a couple of those live. So I'm going to have Tim and Anna answer some questions for you. So we have a question that came in from Kaylin Benoit. Would you consider the environment at WNE more competitive or collaborative?
I would absolutely say it's much more collaborative than competitive, especially like from my engineering perspective. Even though there are some like in-class competitions, it's way more fun oriented than like if you come in last, you're gonna fail the class. As long as you put in your best effort, like most professors are able to recognize that, and they'll be able to give you the grades you're looking for. And it's just really much more collaborative than say like just doing tests and putting for exams. Having those hands-on projects and being collaborative with your classmates is super integral to it.
And Anna, as somebody who's not an engineering student, what would you say? Would you say it's more collaborative or competitive?
I think it's more collaborative. I mean, I'm a political science major, so it's not as rigorous as an engineering major. So, I mean, I just have conversations with my professor about certain like topics that are going on in the world, and my other peers in my class. It's like super cool because we can grow and we can get like different views on our own opinions, and I think it's like super cool here.
So one other question that I'm going to take from those of you that are putting questions in the chat, Kunari, which I apologize if I said your name wrong, but the question is, what is the largest and smallest class size? So what I'm going to actually ask is that both of you kind of say what the largest class that you've been in and the smallest class that you've been in.
So for me, my largest class was 27 students. That was my introductory calculus 1 class. And the smallest class I had 9 students. And as a freshman, it was a computer coding class, and only had 9 students in it as a freshman. So it was super cool.
I guess my biggest class was probably 35, and then my smallest class right now is like 12 students, so it's pretty cool.
Excellent. Yeah, and just to kind of reiterate that, so, you know, both of them said that their largest class was around, 27 to 35. The spaces here on campus, we really don't have a space for a very, very large class. Where we were earlier this morning, the Wood Auditorium is one of our largest spaces in terms of a classroom, and that isn't even really a classroom. It's really used more for kind of events and presentations and things like that. So you're always going to be in small classes here. And having heard from both of these students about their smallest class, and then knowing other students as well that have classes of a couple of students, this is really a place where it's a very personalized experience. The academics are really only one portion of a WNE experience. So we're going to toss it over to learn more about the residential and commuter experience here at Western New England.
Welcome, it's a great day to be a Golden Bear. My name is Ryan Vegan, I'm the Assistant Director of Residence Life. The campus residential experience is all about well-rounded, complete college experience, and that's what we have to offer when you choose to live on campus with us. The first-year residential program includes the Bear Olympics program. Bear stands for Building Experiences Among Residents. Basically, it's a monthly program encouraging our first-year students to get involved and to participate in a variety of events and activities. And this is an opportunity to further connect and grow with the community you built in the hall. When students choose housing, they have several options. They can live in Franklin, Berkshire, and Hampden, also known as the Quad, is where most of our first-year students live. Here, students have a unique community living with students only in their class. We also have 4 learning interest communities. La Riviere has the Rising Business Professionals section for our business majors, as well as an honors section for honors students. Commonwealth has a social justice community. In addition, criminal justice majors have the option to live in our criminal justice residential learning community. Students who choose to live on campus tend to be more successful socially and academically.
Hi there, prospective Golden Bears. My name is Melissa Lambert. I am the Director of Student Involvement and Leadership on campus. We have a great leadership development program. So we have series for students from first year through their senior year, focusing on all different topic areas, really focusing on you as an individual, building some transferable skills. Everything that is open to our residential students is open to our commuter students. Any club or organization that you want to get involved in, any program that you want to go to on campus. We also provide additional resources. So we have lockers in our campus center, so you don't have to lug everything back and forth every day. Our office also oversees the civic engagement program on campus. So our alternative break programs are able to travel during the fall break and the spring break and really get out and do some community service.
So I hope you enjoyed that previous video from Ryan Vegan and Melissa Lambert about the residential and commuter experience. So my name is Garrick Burnett. I am a senior mathematical science major here at Western New England University. I'm from Chicopee, Massachusetts, so I have commuted from home for all 4 years.
Thanks, Gary. And my name is Emma Laughlin. I am also a senior here at Western New England University. I study communications and public relations. And I too am from Chicopee, Massachusetts, but I decided to live on campus all 4 years.
All right, so before we get started, I'm seeing some questions from the chat. So Emma, you can answer the first one. It's a question from Molly. What is the safety like on campus, and how are roommates assigned?
Awesome. Those are some fantastic questions. Here on campus, it is very, very safe. I want to let people know that, and I do strongly believe that. So here at Western New England, we do have public safety officers here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They are here on campus to ensure your safety. So there's someone always on duty. There are 4 entrances to campus, and at night, they are locked at midnight every night, except for the main entrance that you can always come through. But it is always patrolled, and there is always EMTs on duty as well. With that being said, we have over 42 blue lights on campus, and blue lights are a spot that you can go if you ever feel unsafe or uncomfortable walking around campus. You just press the blue light and somebody will make it to you in less than a minute, and that's the beauty of being on a smaller campus. As for COVID safety, we also have so many measures in place for that as well, if that's what you're referring to. Furthermore, with the roommates, there are 4 ways to choose a roommate here on campus. So first and foremost, you can do the THD way, which is a survey on thehousingdirector.com. And that is a place that you can do a survey, and it's all about you. And then it will show you at the end how many people have 80% in common with you or 70% in common with you, so on and so forth. There's also a Facebook group that you can join with your class year. You write a little blurb about yourself, and if somebody finds you interesting, they may hit you up to become your roommate. There's also SOAR, which is Summer Orientation and Registration, and that is the overnight program that we offer every summer for incoming students. So you may find someone interesting in one of those groups, whether that's virtually or in person. And last but not least, if all of that sounds like a lot of work or you already have someone in mind, there is the pick-a-bed option. So maybe you want to live in Berkshire Hall and you want to live on the first floor in room 101. You can choose, I want to live on the left bed. And somebody may or may not come along the way and choose, I want to live on the right side of the bed. So that is how you can choose roommates. There are 4 ways, and you can choose anyone who has the same gender identity as you.
Awesome job, Emma. I'm seeing another question before we start from Madison. It says, are there a lot of commuter students, and do they still feel involved in the school even though they are not living there? So Madison, that is a great question. Thinking about first-year students, the breakdown is usually like 80% live on campus and 20% live off campus. And then as the years go, it usually kind of goes up to like 70% on campus and then 30% off campus. So that's like the breakdown. We have just about 4,000 students. You can kind of picture it like that. Yeah, definitely an interesting question. But more about myself. So like I said, my name is Garrick Burnett, and I've been a commuter student for all 4 years while I'm here at Western New England. And I think the big takeaway from whether you're going to live on campus or you're going to live off campus is that you're going to be supported in so many ways. Just thinking back to my personal experience, my first semester, I was, just trying to focus on academics, and, I would drive to school, go through classes and stuff, and then I would just drive home after. So there's definitely a part I was missing out on. But it's kind of up to you and finding, the values that you want to have. And it's very easy to get involved very quickly. There's so many different clubs and activities, which you'll hear about a bit later. But it's really great because of the amount of support and the amount of resources that are there for you. If you, say you join one of the clubs within your major, it's going to lead you to so many other potential things that you can do. And it's so many points of contact you get. Even if you live off campus, you get those same kind of resources and the same kind of support from all the different offices on campus. I think it's one of the biggest parts about Western New England, just the amount of support that's there. I think you're going to hear that echoed a lot today. There's just so much that happens, and it's really awesome. And one specific thing for commuters, there is a club called the Golden Bear Commuter Council, which I am the president of right now. And basically, it's a club that's focused on commuter involvement and appreciation, right? So we do a lot of different events and different things. We do things more with like, luncheons and getting commuters together and meeting each other. And making those strong connections from the start. And we also do more of the informative side. For example, we have public safety come in and talk to us about, driving in the snow. Or we have, someone from the Career Center come in and talk to us about, maybe some internship opportunities. So just trying to make sure commuters can get together, make the connections with each other, and also, learn about the university. It's one of the best parts about the club.
Yeah, that was beautiful, Garrick. Thank you very much. I think as a person who also lives very close by, even though I decided to live on campus all 4 years, there is so many ways that you can get involved, whether you're a commuter or a resident student. So me and Garrick grew up in the same area as well. But there is so much to say about commuter life, and I have so many friends that are commuters, even though I decided to live on campus. So just echoing Garrick's point. But for living on campus, there are so many positives to doing that as well, whether you're a commuter or you're a resident. Here, if you're a resident, you always have an RA on duty, which is a resident advisor. So no matter where you live on campus, you do have someone that is there to support you, to ensure your safety, and to provide programming for you. So RAs always provide programming for all their resident students, whether you're an underclassman or upperclassman as well. Some of my favorite programs throughout the years have been self-care nights. There have been nights where we make smoothies with our RAs and so much more. And another really fantastic thing, my fan favorite about living on campus, especially during the first year, is Bear Olympics. I am not going to brag here, but I did win the pie eating contest my first year during Bear Olympics. So there is a lot to look forward to, and all those things commuters can come by too. It's not just for resident students. There are so many events for residents though, and commuters alike. Living on campus has been really wonderful, and it has been a very safe experience as well. So again, you have the RAs, you have PAs, and I'm sure you all already heard about those guys as well. And we do have public safety to support us as well. I've worked in residence life the past 3 years, and it has been a really wonderful experience. And those RAs, they're always there to help you. They're, again, like Garrick said, so much support on campus. It's so fun living here or even commuting, because either way, you're going to make all the friends in the world.
Definitely. And again, if you have any more questions, tailored toward living on campus or living off campus, you can ask them in the student panel later. So that's definitely a good place where you can ask maybe some more specific questions to the students. Yeah, so hopefully this piqued your interest a little bit, living on campus or living off campus. Here at Western New England, we have over 70 clubs and organizations that tailor a bunch of different things, from the academic side to more of the special interest kind of clubs. So please join me in watching a video about these clubs and organizations from Melissa Lambert and Ryan Mahan.
Hi, my name is Ryan Mahan. I am the Assistant Director for Programming in the Office of Student Involvement and Leadership. We have a vast programming calendar on campus for students to get engaged and entertained all throughout the year. Welcome Week is hosted by our office, where Monday through Friday we host a variety of different events to welcome our students back to campus. We're really proud to say in our office that we have programming every Friday and Saturday throughout the entire academic year. We have over 50% of our active clubs and organizations programming on campus, and they're hosting programs with a variety of different themes: gaming, entertainment, participation, theater, music, arts, you name it. There's an opportunity for our students to get involved. So if you want to see what's happening on campus at any point, feel free to visit us on our social media platforms at WNE_involvement. But you can also visit WNE.edu/calendar, and you can see a list of all of the programs that we have upcoming all across campus.
We have over 70 clubs and organizations, ranging from the Ultimate Frisbee team to Stageless Players, which is our drama club, to art club, outing club. You get to go on all sorts of different trips, and our campus activities board, which plans wide-scale events on campus.
Hi everyone, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed that video about all the things that you can do outside of the classroom at Western New England. I'm here at the Caprio Alumni Healthful Living Center, where so much is constantly happening. Not only in terms of sports, intramurals, athletic competition, this is also where we host events like Casino Night, Dancing with the G-Bears, our annual commencement. As a matter of fact, we have activity going on right here this morning. Hey guys, want to say hi to the people at our open house? Thanks so much. That's our wrestling team, one of our most popular and successful athletic teams on campus. I'm really looking forward to introducing you this morning to some of our awesome students who are going to talk to you about their experiences outside of the classroom and how it's really impacted their experience as a Golden Bear. So it's my pleasure to first welcome Chloe to give you an overview of her experiences.
Hi everyone, my name is Chloe Wood, and I am a senior accounting major from Colchester, Connecticut. Here on campus, besides my academics, I've gotten really involved on campus, whether it was in the College of Business or outside. For example, I'm a peer advisor, I'm a part of the honors program, and a lot of other things. And by doing all of these different things on campus, it's really helped me to gain skills that I wouldn't necessarily get just from in the classroom. So for example, communication, teamwork, being able to work through conflicts, a lot of those things that I'm able to apply outside of Western New England. So this past spring, I was able to do an internship with KPMG in Hartford, where I was able to apply all of these different skills, which really set me apart from the competition and the other students who are interning as well, and helped me to get a full-time position. And during this time, I was also getting a lot of support from faculty and staff who helped me to make it through this time. So I think this is what really makes Western New England special, because you have all these opportunities to get involved and make you a really well-rounded student.
Well, thank you so much, Chloe. I really appreciate it. Now it's my pleasure to bring on Aurora. Aurora.
Hi, everyone. My name is Aurora. I'm a senior marketing communications and advertising student, and I'm minoring in enterprise resource planning. A little bit about me outside of the classroom: I work as a student ambassador in the Office of Admissions. There I serve on the leadership team, kind of helping to oversee the team. As a leadership member, I also oversee social media as well, so that's a huge thing that I do. Outside of the classroom, I also did study abroad my sophomore year spring semester. This was a huge opportunity for me and definitely helped me to grow not only as an individual but as a leader as well. I was able to experience a global kind of cultural huge difference, and that helped me so much. And then also outside of the classroom, I did get my internship in a real estate agency on their marketing team at Rovithis Realty. And without the help of the Career Center, that definitely would not have been possible. All of the resources that WNE kind of supplies outside of the classroom is definitely something that helps us set us apart.
Well, thank you so much, Aurora. And I hope Chloe and Aurora demonstrated not only can you be successful and have great opportunities, but I just want to point out our students are so friendly. They're really, really, I mean, to make friends, to meet people, you know, here on the campus. I think that's one thing that I hear from our students over and over about just the friendly nature of our students, which is really awesome. So let's talk about athletics. Whether you're on the ice, whether you're on the court, on the football field, our students, our faculty and staff really support our Golden Bear athletes. And it's for good reason. Our athletes are really successful. They work hard, they have fun competing, and they give us a lot of fun in the community watching them compete. So it's my pleasure to introduce Caleb, who is going to talk to you specifically about the athletic experience at Western New England.
Morning, everyone. My name is Caleb White. I am a senior political science major here at Western New England University, and I'm a member of our rugby team here. And I know for a fact when I graduate this May that my rugby team is going to be the thing that I miss most about campus. They're such a supportive group. From freshman year, they take you in athletics across the board, take you under their wing and show you how to operate as a student athlete, because as a lot of you know, there is a little bit more responsibility there, balancing practice and homework time. Tons of resources available on campus for you in that aspect. So if that is a concern of yours, definitely not something to worry about. Always people reaching out, whether it's teammates or peer mentors, reaching out to you, making sure you're not falling behind in any of your classes, making it to practice on time, being able to enjoy that athletic experience. So across the board, we love athletics here. We have awesome facilities. And like I said, it's definitely going to be one of the things I miss most about Western New England. And with that, let's see a little bit of our athletics in action.
My name is Matt LeBranch. I'm the Director of Athletics. To be a student athlete at Western New England means committing yourself to a greater cause, a comprehensive collegiate program that stresses striving for excellence on the field and in the classroom. Here at Western New England, we offer 20 varsity sports, 10 for males, 10 for females. Our most recent addition, our 10th varsity sport for the women, women's ice hockey, hits the ice this year for their inaugural season. Most of our teams compete in the Commonwealth Coast Conference, and annually our teams participate in NCAA tournaments as a result of winning our league. Over the last 20 years, the athletic program has grown at Western New England to become a leader, not only in our conference, but regionally and at the national level. In 2019, wrestler John Boyle, competing at the Nationals in the 184-pound weight class, became the university's first national champion. Being one of our over 500 student athletes that participate in our varsity programs means being part of a family, being part of a community. It means participating in a co-curricular experience that will extend and support your academic goals and your personal goals while you're on campus. Each student athlete has an opportunity to become engaged in some of our specialized leadership programming. Through programs like our Student Athlete Advisory Committee, through programs like Captain's Council or our Life Skills Mentoring Program, our student athletes have an opportunity to develop particular leadership and service skills that will carry them into their professional lives. Thank you for your participation today, and I hope you will consider helping us to write our next chapter as we continue to grow as an athletic family.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you felt some of that awesome energy that our athletic teams bring to our campus. We're coming to a conclusion in terms of the first section of our virtual open house. I hope you're starting to get a sense of the energy and the spirit that we have on campus. In just a moment, I'm going to kick it back to Michelle and some of our incredible students, where you're going to get a chance to ask some of our students questions live. So I want to remind you, ask your questions live, put them on the chat, put your name and hometown on that chat, and we'll get you some prizes. Before I send you over to the panel, I want to talk to you a little bit about next steps. I know we have a lot of people out in the audience. So if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior in high school, I want to let you know that even though our big open house is on virtual, we are still offering daily campus tours. And we would love to have you come and visit our campus. We're offering small, safe, one-on-one campus tours. All you need to do is go to visit.wne.edu. That's visit.wne.edu. Now I want to talk a little bit to seniors that might be in the audience, and I really want to stress that you are not behind in the process. If you're sitting here watching this today and you're thinking, I haven't applied yet, it's not too late. Western New England University works on rolling admissions, so you can still apply to Western New England University. And more importantly, we want to help you through the process. We want to make the process as stress-free as we possibly can. So just call us, reach out if you need any help. The same thing goes with financial aid. So if you've applied, fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, select Western New England University on your FAFSA form, and if you have any questions, just call our financial aid office. And our counselors pride themselves on taking as much time as our family needs to walk you through the financial aid process. We know that it can be daunting. You look on websites of college and universities and you think, wow, college is expensive. But at Western New England University, with our scholarships, with our merit-based aid, with our special talent scholarships, we really do go out of our way to make our experience as affordable as we can. Now, my last audience I want to talk to you is for those admitted students. For those of you in the audience who've already been admitted to Western New England, congratulations. This is a really big deal, and we want to see you here in the fall. I want to point to your attention your many, many opportunities moving forward to feel the spirit at Western New England University. So we have special spirit days where you can come on Wednesdays to campus and actually engage in an activity with some of our current students. We have a number of academic panels where you can learn more about your academic program. And then we also have some virtual special interest events about our honors programs, about our athletic programs, about our United and Mutually Equal program, and many other topics. So if there's not a topic out there that you want to engage with us, just let us know, reach out, and we'll connect with you. Our amazing faculty also really want to engage with you. So for any families or students that would like to have a conversation, a Zoom call with a member of our faculty, I know that they're willing and able. So I want to thank you very much for allowing me to be in your living room with you this morning on this Saturday morning. Thanks for hanging out with us. And there's still a lot more to come. I'm going to kick the program over to Michelle, our amazing students, and our virtual panel. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you on campus very, very soon.
All right, thanks, Brian. So I'm here with some of our students that you've had the opportunity to hear a little bit from today. We are waiting on 2 other people. So actually it looks like they're coming in right now. You just saw them, but we are all kind of shifting around campus, moving around, trying to get from point to point, and wanted to make sure that we could all take our masks off so that you could see our faces. We're all sitting in rooms by ourselves across campus. But so I'm gonna ask each one of our students to kind of briefly introduce themselves. And then from there, we'll ask them a few questions and take some of your questions live. So Anna, let's start with you as you're kind of up in the top corner of my computer. So if you would just introduce yourself again, let everybody know where you're from, what your major is, and then ultimately why you decided to come to Western New England.
Hi, my name is Anna Thomas Cruz. I'm a sophomore at political science major here and I'm from Marlborough, Mass. I came to Western New England just to be part of like a small community. And when I came here, I love the campus. It's so pretty. So that's why I came here.
Awesome. All right, Tim.
My name is Tim Doyle. I'm a sophomore mechanical engineering student with a minor in finance. I'm from West Gardner, Maine. And I ultimately chose Western New England because of how flexible the engineering curriculum was and like how amazing their job placement was as well.
Fantastic. Chloe?
Hi everyone, I'm Chloe Wood. I'm a senior accounting student from Colchester, Connecticut. I came to Western New England. I actually had never toured Western New England before I chose it. I actually just had a friend who went here. I had toured a lot of schools. A lot of schools checked off the boxes that on paper all sounded really awesome, like my major, extracurriculars, things like that. But it's cliche, but Western New England just felt like the place I wanted to be. Everyone was so friendly, so nice. Even I sat in a class with one of my friends shadowing, and the professor was asking me questions, like trying to get to know me, and like I wasn't even an actual student here. So I think that really just went to show that it was such a tight-knit community here at Western New England.
Emma?
Hi, so my name is Emma Laughlin. I am from Chicopee, Massachusetts. I study communications and public relations, and I'm a senior. The reason I chose Western New England is I had a similar experience to Chloe. I looked at a lot of different schools, and they were a little bit further away. And since I lived so close to here, I was like, no, I'm not going to go there. But then I did take a tour, and I immediately became obsessed because the faculty and staff that work here were so welcoming. They treated me like an individual and like I was already an adult. So that's why I chose to come here, is because they made me feel like I was unique.
Garrick?
What's going on, everybody? My name is Garrick Burnett. I am a senior mathematical science student. I'm also completing 3 minors, one in statistics, one in psychology, and one in athletic coaching. So I'm from Chicopee, Massachusetts, as you heard earlier. So the reason why I came to Western New England, so I grew up in Springfield, actually, around Western New England, actually down the road, which is kind of funny now, thinking about it. So, I've been at Western New England, growing up. I played baseball on the field. I came in for some of the summer programs. And when I was here for Accepted Students Day, back when it was in person, just everybody was so nice, even all like the students, even all the staff, we hold the door for each other here. We do all these little things to make everybody feel like they matter. So when I was there and I was feeling those emotions, it kind of all just clicked in my head that, I've been around this area, I've been at this school before, and it just all came together and I was like, this is the place where I'm meant to be.
Aurora?
Hi, everybody. My name is Aurora. I'm a senior studying marketing, communications, and advertising, minoring in enterprise resource planning. And just like a few other of the people here today, I'm a local. I grew up in Springfield. I really live about 2 minutes away from WNE. And at first I was like, no, WNE is way too close to my house. I want to go super far. I toured the campus, and immediately I just had this overwhelming feeling that this is where I'm supposed to be, and that every experience I'm looking for is all around me. So I think it was an easy choice when it came down to that.
Awesome. Thank you, Aurora and Caleb, I know, and Chloe, actually. The 3 of you were kind of running from your last station to where you are now. So I hope you've caught your breath. Caleb, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Caleb White. I'm a senior political science major with a minor in international studies. And I'm very much not a local. I'm from the other side of the state, from Cape Cod, so a good 2.5, 3 hours away. So this was definitely a bit further out of my range than I was planning on coming. And I think like a lot of people said, like I got on campus and it just felt right. Like the people were always so welcoming. I also had a friend that came here, and even like I'd come up to catch a game or like get lunch or something, and even like his random friends would be super nice to me. And it was just very welcoming and always, like accepting of new people. And then not to mention the class sizes were something that were huge for me as well. I mean, to have like classes smaller than my high school classes was unbelievable. So those 2 were definitely the biggest things that got me here.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here. We do have some questions that have come in. So I'm just gonna ask that for our students that are answering the questions, just raise your hand if you wanna answer, and then you can unmute yourself and we'll answer the question. So the first question that I have is from Mackenzie. She wants to know, what are some traditions that we have here and what makes it unique? Emma.
So there is a few, actually. So first and foremost, you have to ride the Golden Bear. The Golden Bear is our mascot. His name is Spirit, behind Michelle, actually. Don't ride that one though. There is a statue that is on campus as well. So they say that you should definitely go on the statue or you might not get a job. That's not true. Because the job placements are amazing here. And then also you must paint the rock here on campus. The rock is age-old tradition. You have to paint the rock as well. Every other, I think it's like every 2 weeks, a certain club will paint the rock, and you certainly have to do it. There is paint the rock days as well, so you definitely will get an opportunity, even if you're not part of some of those clubs.
Yeah, Caleb.
I think from an athletic tradition, we always have our first football game of the season against our crosstown rival at Springfield. And whether if it's here, we either pack the hill, which is the hill right behind the football field, and pack the stands, or we bus students over to Springfield to pack their stands as well too, which is just crazy tradition. It's super fun, great rivalry. And it's one of the first weekends on campus. So you'd be able to get out, meet new people, and see a really good football game. So that's one of my personal favorites.
Anybody else have any other traditions you want to talk about? Okay. Oh yeah, Gary.
Yeah, so I think one of them that's always really fun to participate every year is Bear Olympics. It's kind of like a friendly competition between all of the residence halls, or the first year student residence halls. So every hall, kind of gets together and they have the team names and everything. And it's really fun activities. And it's a great way to, meet other people from your res hall. And also a great way to, just some fun competition. It gets everybody outside usually. And it's just a really fun thing that I got to be a part of.
Awesome, thank you. So I actually had a question come in specifically for Tim in regards to what it's like being so far away from home.
Yeah, so I'm about 4.5, 5 hours, depending on traffic, away from home. And for me, it's weird. This is about the farthest away I'd be willing to go. I didn't want to leave New England, being from Maine. I definitely live in a very rural area. So the campus, it's just spaced out enough that I don't feel super claustrophobic. I'm close enough that if I really needed to go home, I still could. I could get in my car and go. But being this far away, I still feel like I have a community here. So I didn't feel like I was giving up too much moving this far away from home, for sure.
Yeah, and Tim, just so you know, the student that asked that is from Sydney, Maine. So kind of a connection there.
Here, yes.
Yeah. Yep. So Andrew's from Sydney, Maine. So that's exciting. Very exciting. You should come for a tour, Andrew, if you haven't already, because Tim is one of our tour guides. So he could maybe we could hook you up there. So another question that's come in is about what is the food plan for our school, or kind of what is the food like? So if anybody would like to answer that, yeah, Aurora.
Hi, okay, so there's a couple different things that go into the food plans and our meal plans here at Western New England, but as a first year student, if you're coming from greater than 50 miles away, you'll have the 7-day all access meal plan, and that gives you unlimited access upstairs in our University Commons, which is home to all things food. You'll just have to swipe in. You can swipe in once a day, 10 times a day, literally as many times a day as you want, because you have that unlimited access. And there is such a huge variety. There's stir fry, pasta, mom and pop. There's a grill, so burgers, dogs, quesadillas, things like that. Soups, salads, tacos, international station, pizza. I promise you will not go hungry. And then on the first floor in our University Commons, because the buffet style, the swipe access is upstairs. On that first floor, we have a couple different grab and go stations. So we have Grillworks, which has your typical college kid greasy food. So steak and cheese, quesadillas, which are my favorite. And then we also have a new restaurant rotation system. So I think it's about every 2 to 3 weeks, we kind of switch out the food we're offering. So the first couple weeks of school, we actually had a Chipotle type deal going on. So burritos, tacos, bowls, things like that. Then we had a smokehouse barbecue, and now we have ramen. And if you're like me, you're a broke college student, I love ramen. So definitely a super good place to eat on campus. And then I haven't even gotten to the best part yet. There is a Domino's Pizza 10 minutes down the road that accepts our Bear Buck. So you just have to say, hello, I'd like to order a pizza. And then you just give your student ID number and they deliver it right to your building, which is really awesome.
Nice. Excellent. So we have another question coming in from Emma, and she wants to know about the dorms and whether they're co-ed and kind of what that experience is like. Yeah. Oh, actually, Caleb, if you want to take this on.
Yeah, so we actually have quite a bit of variety in our residence halls, and especially after your first year, it changes up quite a bit. So First year residence halls, like the vast majority, will live in what we call like the quad. And it's 3 residence halls that are very similar in design to each other, but they're all right next to each other. That's where I lived first year, and that's where I recommend most first year students live. Obviously a little bit of bias, but you're also around a ton of other first year students, so it's very easy to like find people to go to dinner with or go to games with or anything like that. They are pretty traditional in their style, so it'd be like gendered by floor, and then you'll have like communal bathrooms and communal laundry in these halls. You'll have an RA on each floor, so your resident advisor, which is typically a sophomore up, who is monitoring the building, working with public safety, and on duty at night just to make sure everything's going all right. We do have other options. We have like Commonwealth Hall for first year students as well, which is a little bit different. Instead of like gendered by floor, it could be gendered by room. And with that, you get like semi-private bathrooms. So when you go in, you'll be the only person in there, which is huge. And they're cleaned by cleaning services. So that's kind of just like a glimpse into the first year housing options. But we do like, it gets very different as you go, like upperclassmen, you can have like apartment style housing, you have like townhouse style housing, like actual house structure housing as well, if that makes sense. But quite a bit of variety depending on like what you like to do, if you want to cook more for yourself or where you want to live on campus. So definitely plenty of variety.
Awesome. So Caleb, you had talked a little bit about, as a first year student where you're living. So I want all of you guys to kind of think back. For some of you, this is a little bit of a further think back to when you were first year students, and kind of what was that experience like? How do you feel that the university helped you to transition from high school to university? Because whether you're coming to Western New England or wherever, it's definitely a transition. So what was that like for you? Yeah, Anna.
For me, it was like kind of scary. I'm like an hour away, so I can easily go back if I want to, but it was scary to live on my own. Obviously I had a roommate, but I mean, I made friends with my roommate. Like I made friends with people who were living like near me, and I just like started having like small conversations with them and like kind of opened up, because for me, opening up was super hard for me my first year. But like having small talk with people around like my room and like my dorm and like meet people outside was like super what I did for my first year here.
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah, so for me, I went through something my first year that I'm assuming a lot of people on this screen have and a lot of students do in general. So I switched my major. I started off as engineering. Loved the classes, but it just wasn't for me. So I ended up switching to my major now, mathematical sciences. And when I was thinking switching my major, like, I was like, I need to get help because I don't really know, how to set up the classes, how to, officially make the change and everything. And I was supported so many ways through this. And I think this is kind of like the turning point of my college career. My peer advisor, every first year student has a peer advisor, reached out to me. We, had a meeting for like an hour just talking about, what was going on and, what I wanted to do. And then I went to each college has, a dean suite. So I met with the dean of arts and sciences because I was going from the College of Engineering to the College of Arts and Sciences. And, he supported me so much at the time and just setting everything up. I reached out to the chair of the mathematics department saying, hey, I'm thinking of changing my major to math. Is there any way you can help me, go over the courses and everything? So, we met for a long time and went over all these different things. And he ended up, becoming my faculty advisor. So it's really great, if you go through something like a major change, like the person you meet with and talk with things about can become your faculty advisor, which is really awesome. So I got to work with him over the last 4 years. And then once I made that change and just started seeing changes in myself, it led to so many different things. I joined a club and I started, doing a bunch of different things my first year. So it was really awesome.
All right. Yeah, Aurora.
So college overall, the 4 years, I feel like you have probably heard this a million times, but you're going to grow so much as a person over the 4 years here at WNE, or however many years it will take you to get that degree. But I would definitely have to say my first year here as a first year student overall was the most growth I've ever experienced in a 1 year time period ever, but it is such amazing growth. The resources that WNE provides you with are really what's going to catapult you through this growth. The atmosphere about getting involved here on campus is huge. Almost every single person I know got involved in some way, shape, or form their first year here, including myself. I joined freshman council, which definitely helped develop my leadership skills in so many ways. As a senior in high school, if you told me, hey, Aurora, you're going to be on the leadership team for student ambassador and you're going to get up in front of all these people and give a huge tour to, 50 football players, 50 families, or however many people it is, I would say absolutely no way. That is not for me. And I just think, overall, the growth you're going to go through as a first year student is going to be impeccable, and you're going to leave your first year at WNE as a completely different person, but in the best way possible.
Awesome. So Spirit back there, show you're alive. All right. We had some comments wondering if Spirit was okay back there. So we just want to make sure. We also have a couple of comments. Folks are just kind of questioning or asking questions about diversity on campus and kind of what that looks like. So if one of you guys could take that question and what your experience has been with that. Oh, Chloe.
Yeah, I think here at Western New England, we do our best to try to make sure everyone does feel included and that people are represented. On campus, we have a lot of different organizations that help with that. We have diversity services with Dean Bogle, and she is amazing. For any questions, if you just want to learn more, if you have a concern or anything like that, she's an amazing person to bring those kind of questions, concerns, anything like that too. We have You and Me mentoring, which is for first year students coming in who are minority population on campus, and that kind of coaching through that experience with someone who has been through something similar. We have LGBTQ organizations on campus to help those students. Really anything you can think of, we have something. We have like International Food Fest on campus, really to just not only bring awareness, but make everyone on campus feel included. And I think there's always those resources there. And I think we're constantly working towards improving and educating our student body to be educated on these topics and just the best community we can be.
Emma.
To Chloe's point, there are a lot of new initiatives, new clubs, new organizations here on campus that are really working towards, being anti-racist, to hiring more people of color, introducing more studies that are a little bit different than what we usually offer. So I think Western New England, out of a lot of the schools all over the country, is doing a really fantastic job changing their initiatives and going in the right direction. A new thing that has recently happened is they also have the Black Student Athlete Alliance here on campus as well. So if any of you are athletes and you want to join like a really new and very inspiring initiative, that is something to look forward to as well. And there's just so much that has been done. Even in the past year, we even had a Black Lives Matter rally and a protest, and we walked around campus, and it was very peaceful and it was a very moving experience. So I want everyone to know, no matter what you look like, we do understand your differences. We are trying to learn about those differences. We are not blind to what happens in America and elsewhere. We are really trying hard to make it a really accepting place to be on campus. So I commend Western New England for that as a soon-to-be graduate.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you. So we're getting fairly close to the end. So I'm gonna ask 2 additional questions. This time went so fast. I feel like it flies by. We could sit on here all day and talk. But one of the things that I wanted to ask you guys is, so obviously you all have friends that you went to high school with who went to other schools. So when you're talking to your friends from other schools, what are some of the things that you're hearing that you feel like Western New England has done really well and that kind of sets us apart? That, when you hear some of the things that they might be saying, that you're thinking, here at Western New England, I don't ever hear that. So not necessarily naming any schools, we don't want to call anybody out. But at the same time, what are some of the differences that you really think, based on your conversations with your friends who have gone to other schools? Oh, we got lots of hands, guys. We'll start with Tim up in the corner.
All right. So this kind of builds off what I talked about earlier in the Math Center, but I have friends who go to larger state schools or in 200-300 person lectures. And if they want to actually meet with a professor, it's a 2 to 3 week wait time. Whereas some professors, you just have their personal phone number, you can just text them anytime, or they have 30 office hours a week where you can just stop by and get some help in their office. So definitely compared to larger schools or other schools, just professor availability has been a huge one for me.
Okay. And I think I saw, so I'm just going to kind of go around my screen. So Anna, if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, my friends go to state schools like near my house. So like they don't have a peer advisor on like campus when they were freshmen. So I think it's like kind of cool that, you know, I'm a peer advisor. So I help like first year students kind of transition to like college, and other state schools don't have that. So I think it's kind of cool that like WNE has, you know, a person that can like guide you throughout your successful year, your first year. So that's kind of cool that WNE has.
Chloe?
Something for me is just the push from faculty and staff to get involved and to do more. Like my faculty advisor is never just content with me taking the classes I need to take and that's it. Like they push me to like maybe for my elective take something in like computer science to help with like moving towards data and analytics and accounting. Or another faculty member really pushed me to study abroad and go outside my comfort zone. Just even that we nominate students for leadership positions on campus. We're constantly asking for that, constantly trying to get students involved. So most people on campus you don't really get the option to just sit back and do nothing, unless you really want to fight against it and not try to do anything. But this isn't really a school where you can just sit in the back and expect to just get away with not really getting to know your faculty, getting to know like staff on campus. You have so many resources and they really do push you to do the most with these 4 years that you possibly can.
Garrett?
Yeah, I think to kind of go off Chloe's point, I think a big thing is the clubs and organizations here at Western New England. You know, I hear of my friends who go to other schools who don't have the dedication to student involvement that Western New England has. So every Friday night and Saturday night, you know, we have some type of event going on campus. So, you know, every Friday night and Saturday night from 9 to 11, you know that there's going to be an event somewhere. And it seems like every day there's something going on where you can go and get, you know, some Western New England gear, or, you know, you can go, you know, have lunch, you know, with some certain people and just kind of make all those connections. You know, I spend a lot of my time in the campus center in between classes, and there is things going on there all the time. There are, you know, numerous meetings happening. There are different events that are going on. So there's just so many ways to get involved, and there's so many ways to enjoy the benefits of all the work that's gone into the student involvement office.
Okay, Aurora, and then we'll go to Caleb.
So one thing I have heard from so many of my friends is internship and internship placement and being able just to get one in general. For a lot of our majors and programs here at WNE, an internship is required to graduate. So that means that, you know, you're getting that experience, but you're also getting class credit for it. So it's counting, you know, towards your degree, and it actually goes onto your degree audit. And just talking back and forth with my friends, I was able to complete my internship my junior year. And as a senior now, and most of my friends from high school are seniors now as well. And a lot of them, you know, were just getting their internship this semester, so spring, right before we graduate, which is super crazy. And I hand that all and, you know, applaud the Career Center for truly helping our students in every way possible. Without them, like very honestly, I would not have gotten my internship. They looked over my resume, they interview prepped with me, they took phone calls with me because I was like, I'm so stressed out, I don't know what to do. They are so beyond helpful, and just the way they go above and beyond for all of their students, they are truly the reason why I think WNE has such that high job placement rate after grad, is because of all the counselors and all of our staff that works in that Career Center. So
thank you. Caleb?
Yeah, very similar point to what Aurora was saying. I think like what sets us apart right now, especially as a senior, it hurts me to say that, especially as a senior graduating in a couple
Hurts
months.
me too.
I know, it's scary. But like a lot of people right now in my friend group are, you know, stressing out to find a job and to reach out to like potential employers. And not to say that like it's not stressful here, because it is always stressful trying to find a job, but it's not like you're on your own. I mean, they're always reaching out to you. If you have Sean Burke as a career mentor, advisor, he is a legend. I owe him so much. He's gone over my resume so many times. It's not even funny. He's directly influenced me getting my internship this semester, and are constantly like, even if I have an internship, I'm still getting emails from him about like summer employment, next fall employment, like full-time job employment past an internship, which is a lot different from a lot of people that I'm friends with. I'm hearing a lot of people saying like, you know, like, I just feel lost. I feel really overwhelmed. I'm like kind of just sending out like applications and praying that someone gets back to me. Like, feel a lot more structured. I know who to reach out to. I know what to expect, timelines and everything like that. And that's directly at the hands of Sean Burke and the rest of everybody else at the Career Development Center. So definitely something that is setting apart.
Awesome. Thank you. So we are getting to the end of our time, unfortunately. So I am going to ask you guys one last question, but before I do that, I want to just kind of wrap up for all of you that are watching out there, a couple of quick reminders. So first of all, if you are a student that still has some very specific, admissions and financial aid questions, we do have a Zoom session that is happening immediately after this, where Chris Weistepek, who is our Executive Director of Outreach and Recruitment, will be running through the application process and the basics of submitting a financial aid document. So feel free to join that. And then also, if you want more information from an academic standpoint about your specific program, we will have academic overviews and live chats that will start this coming Monday through next Monday. And you can sign up for those. You'll have some of our faculty that will be there, as well as some of our students that are in those specific programs to tell you a little bit more about the specific major that you're interested in. You obviously today only got to meet a handful of our students. In a normal environment at an open house, we would have a large number of students that you could be talking to. So when I say what I'm going to say, it is not just something that I'm saying to appease you, but these students are not anomalies. These are students that are very similar to a lot of other students that are on our campus, and the experiences that they're receiving is very consistent across the board. I've been here, like I said earlier, for 15 years, and there's a reason for that. I very easily could have moved on. I'm not from this area, but there is something about Western New England. The spirit that is here, the people that are here, it really is a very, very special place. And we hope that you will have more opportunities to hear from more of our students, to hear from more of our faculty and our staff. And, if maybe you're a sophomore or junior in high school, that hopefully come the fall, we'll be able to actually welcome you onto campus for a larger event where you'll get to meet a lot more students. But we really hope that this has been helpful for you today. And I want to end it not with me talking, but with each one of these guys kind of giving, which I hope some of you have prepared for this, some of you may not have, so think on your feet, the one word that you would use to describe Western New England University. So, Anna, I'm sorry, but you're at the top of my screen, so you're gonna start.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna say enthusiastic.
All right, Tim, you're up.
Fun.
Chloe.
Well-rounded.
Emma.
Sorry. It's not one word, I'm sorry, but life-changing.
Awesome. Gary.
I'm going to go with resilient.
Aurora.
This was kind of hard because a couple of the words I chose were taken, but I'm going to say family vibes here on campus.
Awesome. And Caleb.
Similar note, but I'm going to say community.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you to our students. You guys are awesome. You're the reason I've been here for 15 years. Every time that any of you get close to being seniors, I'm like, oh no. But at any rate, we thank all of you that have just joined us today to watch. We hope that you walk away with really, truly understanding the spirit that is here on our campus, and that you will hopefully join us as a member of our community in the very near future. Have a great day, everybody.